Hello and welcome to Chakra Alignment, how to awaken the chakras and live an empowered life. I wrote this text and am creating these videos in order to help all of us move toward alignment within our bodies and our minds and our souls. Our souls have been planted within this body, this vessel, to create amazing magic here on this planet. And there are miracles, and even in polarity, the highs and lows of life, there are such beautiful things going on each and every day. And we have such an amazing power within us through divine source to awaken these chakras and to truly live an empowered, spirit-filled life. I almost think of it as, really truly visualize in alignment your soul, your mind, and your body, and there with your heart. And it's just like ding, a light switch turns on, and you are a lit, living spirit, a soul that is awake. And this takes actually time to do the inner work, to shine a light onto things that have been suppressed within us. Blockages within these chakras, blockages just within ourselves that we have ignored. These things are actually subconsciously driving our lives and controlling the way we do things. So let's go ahead and get started. And to gain a deeper understanding, in this course, you will learn about the 7 major chakras and the tools you can use to harness within yourself to begin your journey of awakening and alignment. This will include practical exercises to help you connect and evaluate your chakras so you can begin to understand how to restore any energetic imbalances and feel harmony within. As you can see, you see the 7 major energy centers of the human body are right here. We begin with our root chakra, and that is our basic trust. It's how we feel at home in our own body. It is the survival instincts that we have. And as we move along, we can learn that when all of these chakras are integrated, it is not a surviving, it's a thriving. We move into our sacral chakra, which is the sexuality and creativity. These are the 2 darkest laboratories of our inner work. And however, there are a lot of the points that we don't shine a light on and things that drive our life and can be misused. So we'll start with the root chakra and then move into the sacral. But then we also have the solar plexus, and that's the wisdom and power. And then moving into the heart chakra and unconditional love and healing and actually knowing what that's like to have that within and flowing through you. And then moving into your throat chakra, communication, and then the awareness and an awareness of self, but also this third eye chakra, the awareness of an inner knowing, more than just the intellect. It's like the 3D and the 5D integration. And then to really go into the pineal gland and with the crown chakra, go into spirituality and to really have a higher knowing that is not able to be activated within our just 3D, our human selves, but to be so in touch with our spirit selves that we have this higher knowing that helps lead our soul throughout our journey. So let's start to really look at the 7 major chakras. And the chakra system is a network of channels consisting of various energy wheels. These are 7 circular magnetic regions in the body. And this is where we, as our soul, or as consciousness, animate the physical body. In order to truly understand each chakra, this requires fully awakening each one in a significant and permanent level. This is part of the purpose of our entire lives. When we start to feel each of these become awakened, it's a death and a rebirth, and then eventually a surrender to a higher calling. This life process of awakening and integrating each energy wheel for an intended purpose brings a soul into alignment with the mind and body and brings a spirit to life. When this occurs, energies are naturally used to heal, to add consciousness, and lead with a love higher than ourselves. This is feeling whole, a oneness, And this is actually possible when one is willing to put in the work. So when I talk about looking into your inner sanctuary, this is what we have, our inner self. And a lot of times, if we are living a life and not sure of what's within, there could be so much garbage inside of us that is causing dis-ease, that is causing mental confusion, mental fogginess, the thoughts that are going on each day. This all has to do, guys, with our chakra. And the root chakra is one of the biggest, because what it means for stability and to feel safe within your soul is a really important thing to understand. And also even to know what you value and what moves you, what your North Star is. These are all things that, if you choose to work one-on-one with me or to move forward with any of these programs as you see fit, you'll be able to discover these in a guided way to where you will know your why each morning, and you'll know why you opened your eyes and how to feel purpose when you walk each day. I want to bring up Kundalini because this has a lot to do with the chakras, and I want to explain things in a way that it just seems super simplified for you. You do not need to be a master of the chakras or even understand too far in depth what Kundalini Yoga, that type of thing is, to be able to start this process. I want you to feel like we are all equal, we are all one. And so just to be open to this and to be willing to look within is the start. And to awaken Kundalini is to raise the 7 serpents, also known as the 7 cosmic fires. While there are over 100 different chakras, 7 of these are the 7 manifestations of these cosmic energies within us and the foundation of our energy bodies. The aim of spirituality is to get in touch with this raw, primal power within us, to awaken our spirit's inner light. These 7 cosmic energies are found near the center of our bodies, going up our spine. The root chakra is at the base of the spine. The sacral chakra is found around 2 inches below the belly button. In the abdomen, there's the solar plexus. At the chest, there is the heart chakra. And as we move up, the neck is the throat chakra. And between the eyebrow is the third eye. And finally, at the very top of the head, there's the crown chakra. Now, if you look at this picture here, you'll see that this is very similar to what we see in the medical field. And this plays a significant role in our well-being in general, our physical and mental, and our just state of being. And as we get in touch with these 7 serpents, and even thinking about the number 7 shows up so much everywhere. I mean, we have the 7 churches, and in Revelation, we have 7 primary callers. We have the 7 planets. The number 7 shows up so often. So it doesn't surprise me that we have our 7 chakra, the 7 cosmic fires to awaken within us. And as we move into this, you'll be able to see, and even each symbol is there. And we'll go into that as we study each one individually. But you'll be able to see how they all work together to flow, and it actually flows upward toward the crown chakra. And if we're misusing these chakras, how it actually can leak and be blocked and actually leak out of the root chakra, and where we feel depleted each day and like we're truly just waking up to survive. And that is not how we want to live. So let's see how we can delve into these 7 serpents, these 7 cosmic fires, to start at the foundation of our energy bodies. To really start to activate these cosmic fires within us, I really think about our root chakra. And one of the first questions to really ask ourselves in general each day as we're moving is, are we moving in fear or love? Because if we find a lot of times, and a lot of us are moving, and I'm really speaking from experience here. If we're moving in fear, our root chakra is going to be blocked Because if you look at this illustration here, number one, down, it says root chakra. It deals with survival, and it is blocked by fear. So everything is either stemmed from fear or love. And even you see all of the other things above it: guilt, shame, grief, lies, illusion, and then attachment to the ego. It all starts with fear. So understanding what our fears are, accepting them, and knowing that we can work through them with identifying our limiting beliefs, knowing how to work through these. And I'm currently doing this every day. And I have such a willingness and a passion to help others do this as well. So you'll be able to find opportunities to be able to work through this with me. But let's go ahead and look at the text here. When one begins to open to chakra clearing and true activation, the first question to ask is this: am I moving and making decisions in love or fear? The reason why this question is so important is because the first and most foundational root chakra deals with survival, but is more than likely blocked by fear. When this happens, the power of life force within begins to leak, and all of the other chakras suffer. A life ruled by fear will also experience guilt, shame, grief, lies, illusion, and ego attachment. This blocks the life force energy within us through the remaining chakras. However, if there is a release of attachment and integration of the ego, along with the willingness to move through each fear with compassion and divine love, a soul can experience this flow of energy life force and live a spirit-led life that is true purpose. It does take the start. I mean, these smallest baby steps in each day. You know, I have my values and my mission, and my mission has even evolved as I've been working through fears. But just the smallest baby step each day to build an awareness and a consciousness to where am I moving in fear? What beliefs do I tie to this? Do I want to wear these beliefs each day? How do I move past this? So let's move into how we actually begin this chakra alignment, which will ultimately bring healing within our mind and body and align our soul. Like a river, our chakra energy flows along the spine and can be found in our major endocrine glands. And if any of this sounds confusing, you can look at the diagram here for you, and it will help guide you as we move through this. This is the powerful connection between our mind, body, and soul. This also shows the important role that the mind plays in our physical health. There's such a major connection with this, guys. Awareness of the chakras and self-care practices have a huge influence on our energy bodies as well as our physical bodies. I mean, in addition to this affects our longevity of life, our quality of life, the impact we have on others, the ripple effect we will leave far beyond our years. You'll see in the diagram here goes through everything that we are about to discuss. The major endocrine glands also work with our chakras in creating harmony within our body. This starts with our root chakra, found at the base of the coccyx, the testes gland in men, and the ovaries gland in women. Some also say that the adrenal glands are related to this chakra as well. Now, when we think if we are moving in fear, this chakra is blocked or being misused. And so that will affect these major endocrine glands then. The sacral chakra is found at the prostate gland in men and the uterus gland in women. Next is the solar plexus chakra, found in the pancreas gland and also the adrenal gland. The heart chakra is found in the heart gland, simple enough, and the third chakra is found in the thyroid gland. As we move up to the third eye chakra is found in the pituitary gland, but it isn't until the crown chakra that we tap into our pineal gland, the seat of the soul. I always have a pine cone around because it looks very similar to our pineal gland. And that is like an inner knowing, as I stated earlier. That is not something that we could gain through our own intellect, through our own body and our mind. It is only something that we experience with this harmony, and this harmony that we have within, and then we tap into. And it's this constant, it is the true constant, shining a light on the darkest part of us, any part, with a full acceptance, and having a death of that, ego version of ourself, a rebirth of that harmonious higher version of ourselves, and then a surrender to a higher calling. And as you see these major endocrine glands, they are majorly affected within our bodies when we do not shine a light within. And with this, major health problems come across our lives as the years go on. And in addition to that, just the way that our body works, and then how well our mind can be tuned in with our body, how present we are in each moment and in our body, how at home we feel in our body. It affects everything that we do. So just an awareness of this is very important. So it makes sense to move into mental health, because a lot of our, physical health really affects our mental health as well. A deeper wisdom is what is gained when we start this journey. And our central nervous system controls most functions of the body and mind. This is composed of our brain and our spinal cord, with the remaining serving as a channel for the signals between the brain and the rest of the body. Oh, guys, our mind activates our sympathetic nervous system when we are fearful, which commands that fight or flight stimulant response. And I'm going to pause here on the text because, again, in our root chakra, when we're not aware that we're living in fear and all of our actions are clutching onto things because we are afraid of losing control, or we are afraid of anything. And if we don't have this awareness or how to work through this, our body will constantly be in this fight or flight, and our sympathetic nervous system will be activated constantly. And this is detrimental to our health. So this plays a major role on our health and balance of our chakras. When our sympathetic nervous system is activated, our root chakra is blocked, overactive, or stagnant. And this fight or flight stimulant response not only keeps our root chakra out of balance, but this also causes dis-ease in our body. I feel this. I feel this so much when I'm not in alignment. And so as a result, our physical vessel begins to react by various health problems and noticeable pain as the fear continues. And I'm going to pause there with the text because it's almost like our body is like just really giving us signals to come back to the harmony that we were given from the start. We have this inner light and love. We all do. And I look around and it's beautiful, but also sometimes it's heartbreaking. And to see, it's beautiful to see when someone is getting close to being in harmony and getting in touch with who they are and standing in their truth. And it's also so disheartening to see a soul that is almost dormant within a body, and all of the reactions that the body is just giving the mind and the soul, and how the mind can just completely spinning out of control also with a fear-led life. So we will naturally experience energy blocks, imbalances, and stagnation throughout our life. But our mind can also learn to activate our parasympathetic nervous system during these moments, which is essential to maintain balance and harmony within. The parasympathetic nervous system helps us feel peace within and is deeply connected with the chakra system, as it lies within the energetic points in the body that correlate with the chakras. So knowing how to activate your parasympathetic nervous system, I'm working through this every day, and I have a passion to work through this with others as well. And so I'm creating different various tools to place within a self-discovery toolbox to then carry with you each day within, to know what to do when you feel your sympathetic nervous system act up, and to know how to step back into alignment, and even celebrate that you found yourself out of alignment and know how to step back in. In order to live live a purpose-filled spirit life, we need to learn and practice simple routines and rituals to remove energetic and emotional toxins and to maintain energy flow. The more we do these practices, our parasympathetic nervous system works for us and healing naturally continues from the inside out. I'm experiencing this right now, and I'm so thankful for the pain that I was feeling because I wasn't realizing that I had some major root chakra activation needed. And I had been living in such pain with my muscles and the fogginess in my brain. And it had a lot to do with what feels safe to me and moving forward and an unknown and what could be a scary part in my life. But being able to work through this cause like there's so much more harmony now. And even knowing where I don't feel harmony, the willingness to move through it with compassion and love, and a space to hold each thing that I'm working through each day, and knowing that I don't have to do and do everything all day, every day to prove that I'm moving forward, but just the smallest baby steps for that harmony within. So as we go into launching this growth and this activation, let's really think of imagining. I just want you to really just imagine yourself in this state of being where you feel at peace within your soul. And life isn't perfect, but you can embrace the highs and lows, and you can accept yourself where you are and know that you can move forward each day and you don't have to understand everything. But this is truly, truly possible. And it'll start with really recognizing the root chakra and how do we ground ourselves? How do we truly know what it means to feel safe within our own body? And then that sacral chakra of balancing our passion and everything that we have within us, then to move into our solar plexus of empowerment and really standing in who we are as a living spirit, but then having that unconditional love flow through us in our heart chakra and being able to communicate everything in strength and love with our throat chakra. And then move in that inner knowing with your intuition, but even going further with a divine source channeling to you this a higher knowing and moving in such a beautiful way that you make an impact wherever you are because you are a living, moving prayer. So imagine a life moving and breathing as your best self. Imagine your body naturally healing and your mind gaining a deeper understanding of how to move forward in a fulfilled purpose each day. What if everything you needed to be your best self is already within you? Mind, body, soul alignment is possible, and you have the power to begin this process. Through this empowerment journey, we will build a self-awareness, find spiritual practices to maintain alignment, and create a toolbox to thrive as a walking purpose each and every day. So join us as we begin our journey by activating and integrating the root chakra. I will be posting some practices and just certain spiritual things that spiritual practices that you can place within your toolbox to really feel grounded each day and confident and knowing that you are moving forward in this alignment and baby steps. And so that will be my focus of my content. And if you would like any individual guidance, I will be offering additional resources online or even in person to be able to guide individuals or even groups within this process. And I really look forward to all of us growing together because I am seeing that we are all equal. We are all one. We are all here on this planet moving and living as a spirit, and how conscious and aware we are each day brings harmony to everything that is already going on. And I am so grateful to be gaining a self-awareness and to be able to share it with you as well. So check back for more content on the root chakra, and then feel free to comment below for anything that you would like to see in the future. And then also message me if you would like to have any individual coaching, group coaching, or you can check out next week for the additional resources that I will be posting that you may be able to take advantage of if you would like to continue your growth further.